In the golden era of late-night television, Johnny Carson wasn't just a host, he was the king. Every night he walked onto the Tonight Show stage in front of millions, making America laugh, making celebrities feel at home, and turning casual interviews into unforgettable moments. At his peak, Carson drew more viewers than Monday Night Football, and in the entertainment world, his couch was the most coveted seat in show business. But there was another side to the king. Behind the warmth, behind the quick wit, behind that easygoing smile, Johnny Carson kept a mental blacklist, a secret, unpublicized list of people who had crossed the line. Some did it through arrogance, some through deception, and some through pure chaos. And when Carson decided you were banned, it wasn't for a week or a season, it was forever. Tonight on Hollywood Star News, we're going inside that list. 7 famous names, 7 career-shaking moments, and a warning to anyone who thought they could outplay Johnny Carson on his own stage. You can't. Our first story begins with a joke. Just a joke, or so it seemed. Johnny Carson cracked wise one night about Las Vegas crooner Wayne Newton's famously perfect hair, saying the stage lights were there so Wayne's hair can get photosynthesis. The audience roared, but Newton, not laughing. In 1980, with millions invested in the Aladdin Hotel, Newton felt the jab threatened his carefully polished image. One taping day, he arrived at NBC Burbank without warning. Security cameras caught him striding through the hall, silk shirt unbuttoned, fists clenched, eyes locked on Carson's office. Bursting in mid-meeting, Newton delivered his message. These jokes stop now, or I'll kick your, well, you can fill in the rest. Carson didn't argue. He simply called security and gave a clear order. Wayne Newton is prohibited from this building. From that moment, his name vanished from booking sheets, NBC staff were given memos with his photo, and the ban was absolute. Next came Yuri Geller, the psychic performer. Carson, who had spent his youth practicing magic tricks, had zero patience for people claiming supernatural powers. In 1973, he set a trap with the help of famous skeptic James Randi. Sealed envelopes, untouched spoons, and a marble compass, all supplied by the show, never handled by Geller beforehand. When the segment began, Geller looked confident, but as Carson asked him to identify drawings inside sealed envelopes, he stalled. "I feel drained," he muttered, blaming hostile energy in the room. Nothing bent, nothing moved, nothing worked. Carson's smile stayed polite, but his words were sharp. "We'll give you as much time as you need in the next life." The audience erupted and Geller flushed red. After the show, Carson told producers, "We exposed him as a fraud. He's never coming back." Next came Chvy Chase, the arrogance factor. Chvy Chase first sat across from Carson in 1976, fresh from Saturday Night Live, and charmed the audience. But by 1978, success had inflated his ego. He boasted about box office numbers, teased Carson's golf skills, and even joked that NBC might need fresher talent for the 11:30 slot, hinting he could take Carson's job. Carson didn't fire back, he just tapped his pencil, the signal that a decision was being made. Chvy Chase was quietly blacklisted, and for 14 years, Carson refused to take his calls. Even when Chase launched his own late-night show in the 90s, Carson offered no advice, no support, not even a public comment. And when Chase's show failed after 5 weeks, Tonight Show staff exchanged knowing looks. Bob Hope was a legend, a comedy pioneer, and a sponsor's dream. But Carson's interviews with him became increasingly scripted. His team would send thick packets of pre-written jokes, sponsor mentions, and instructions for camera angles. Carson thrived on spontaneous conversation, but Hope stuck to his cue cards no matter what Johnny asked. In one appearance, Hope plugged Texaco 3 times in 7 minutes. Carson had enough. He told NBC executives, "I won't do infomercials disguised as interviews." The network resisted, hope was TV royalty, but Carson threatened to walk. That ended the discussion. Bob Hope's appearances stopped. Charlton Heston brought gravitas to every role and to every talk show appearance. The problem? He treated Carson's questions as openings for long speeches. Ask about a stunt injury, and Heston would wander through his Yale days, quote Greek tragedies, and eventually, maybe, get to the story. Audiences tuned out, laughter dropped, and the show's momentum died. The breaking point came when Heston turned a discussion about movie violence into a 15-minute dissertation on freedom. After that, Carson told his producers, he's running his own program inside mine, and it's not entertaining. The ban was immediate. Comedian Don Rickles was hilarious, fearless, and unpredictable, sometimes too unpredictable. In 1976, while guest hosting, he accidentally broke Carson's prized Walmart cigarette box, a gift from a stagehand who'd once saved Carson from a fire. Carson turned it into comedy gold, barging on to Rickles' set the next night to confront him. But off-air, Carson kept track. Rickles ignored timing lights, wrecked props, and pushed jokes past what NBC censors allowed. The final straw came in 1985 when Rickles insulted an overweight audience member, sparking angry letters. Carson quietly issued a lifetime ban. Fred Rogers was beloved by children and parents everywhere, but his slow, thoughtful manner was the opposite of late-night pacing. His pauses and deliberate answers threw off Carson's rhythm so badly that jokes had to be cut mid-show. Ratings dipped 3 points during his segment. Carson decided Rogers was simply too virtuous for the high-speed world of late night. The ban wasn't personal, it was about preserving the show's flow. Seven stars, 7 bans. Wayne Newton's threats. Yuri Geller's failed psychic act, Chvy Chase's arrogance, Bob Hope's infomercials, Charlton Heston's lectures, Don Rickles' chaos, Fred Rogers' slow pacing. Each story is different, but the rule was the same. The Tonight Show came first. If you hurt the show's flow, its credibility, or its spirit, you were gone, no matter how famous you were. These weren't petty grudges. They were Carson's way of protecting the brand he'd built over decades. In Hollywood, word spread quickly. Cross Johnny Carson, and you didn't just lose a booking, you disappeared from the biggest stage in television. And now you know the secret list. Which of these bans shocked you the most? Tell us in the comments. And if you love uncovering the untold stories of Hollywood's golden age, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Hollywood Star News, where the legends never fade and the real stories always come to light.